resume. All right, so mindful hatha. We're gonna start laying down today. So please get comfortable on your mat and flip your palms to be up towards the ceiling or sky, wherever you're practicing. And take 6 conscious breaths, just to invite your practice in. Take 6 conscious breaths in and out, any way you want, nose, mouth, whatever it is. We're gonna do just a really nice flow today, just to get the body moving, to calm and soothe the mind, soothe the body. And after you've gone through your 6 breaths, I want you to bring your attention into your right foot and just kind of bring attention to the top of the right foot. Notice it, the bottom of the right foot, the whole right leg, the side of the right body, the right shoulder, right arm, the top of the right hand, and the bottom of the right hand. Just really coming into this capsule of our body. And then going back to the left foot, noticing the top of the left foot, just making connections, the bottom of the left foot, the whole left leg, the side of the left body. Notice how the left shoulder lays on the mat, the left arm, and the left hand, the top of the left hand, the bottom of the left hand. And then notice the neck and the head together. And notice how they lay and how there's a little gap between the head and the neck. And just kind of breathe around that hollow of the back of the neck. And then feel the whole body. Feel the whole body as you begin to invite the practice deeper within the body. And then I'd like you to take 6 more deep breaths. And as you do so, breathe with your whole body. Feel it through those limbs we just spoke of moments ago. Just arriving deeper into the practice, inviting a sense of whole being, of mind and body. Practicing to restore the connection of the mind and the body, to restore presence, to release storylines of the past and the future, and just taking time now in this yoga practice to restore balance. With the next inhale, bring the knees into the chest, please, and gently rock the lower back left and right, or up and down. Nice and slow, just caressing the lower back, caressing the body, beginning to flow into movement. Roll all the way up to seated and come into downward dog. From downward dog, you're gonna find some intuitive motion. Just begin to plant down now through those feet. Yep. Through the right foot you pedal, the right leg, the whole right leg, and then the left foot you pedal, and then the whole left leg. Feeling up through the hips, the sides of the body, the shoulders, the whole right arm, and then the bottom of the right hand, the whole left arm, the bottom of the left hand, and then the whole body you find stillness. The whole body you find stillness to spread through the fingers and spread through the toes. Not going for perfection, just going for arrival. Good. And then take 3 breaths. 3 breaths with the whole body to just land here in downward dog, your first asana of the practice. Good. Maybe close your eyes and look inward for a moment. Look inward for a moment to just kind of take an emotional, energetic analysis of how you're doing today. And then go ahead and open the eyes, look forward between your hands, and walk to the top of your mat. When you get to the top of the mat, soften through the knees, forward fold deeply. Good. Inhale, lengthen halfway. And then forward fold again, and just let everything hang, soft at the knees. Turn the palms up and just let the arms dangle. Just loose, be dangly. Just feel the sensation through the right arm, the right hip, and then the left arm and the left hip. And then begin to welcome in some strength by flipping the palms back down to the ground. Maybe the palms touch the floor. And then inhale, lengthen again, pressing into the floor, lift the chin, lift the heart. And then exhale, step back again, downward dog. Good. Okay, find some stillness into downward dog. And from downward dog, go ahead and lower down the right knee. The left leg will stay straight. From here, I'd like you to lift the right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. And then downward dog, right foot meets the left foot. Take a full inhale, spread the fingers, spread the toes. And then lower the left knee down. The right leg is straight, send the shoulders back, connected to the hips. And then I'd like you to send the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Left foot down by the right foot. We're gonna do that two more times. Lower the right knee down, take an inhale. Exhale, right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Right leg down beside the left. Left knee comes down. Left leg goes up, three-legged dog. And then downward dog. Last one. Right knee comes down. Right leg goes up, three-legged dog. And then downward dog. I'm getting my snap, crackle, pops, all the air bubbles in my bones. Left knee goes down. Good, left leg goes up, three-legged dog. And then downward dog. And then again, look between your hands, bend your knees. Jump or walk to the top of your mat, lengthen. And then fold. We're gonna come all the way up, mountain pose. Inhale, hands over your head. Exhale, hands to the heart. Ground down through the soles of the feet. Ground down through the toes of the feet. Send the shoulders back and down, align the chin, align the back of the neck. And then inhale, lift the arms up again. Gaze goes up. Exhale, right back down to the mat. Lengthen half leg. Step it back with the left leg. Lower the left knee down. Inhale, the arms come up. And pause for a moment. Feel like you get long through the side body. Yeah, good. And then we're going to go to a twisted prayer. Left elbow outside mid right thigh. Good. Tuck the left toes in. Lift the left knee up. Take an inhale to kind of lengthen. Feel the body stretch. Right hip low. And a big turn here. We're going into warrior two. Left heel down. Right hand over the right toes. Reverse warrior two or peaceful warrior. Reach it back with the right hand. Sink the right hip low. Release the urge to dump forward and instead focus on the back leg. And then bring the right hand down and the left hand down. Step forward. Lengthen. Yeah. And then release the belly. Release the top of the head down. Inhale, come all the way up. Mountain pose. Gaze goes to the thumbs. Feel that connection between the thumbs. And then exhale right back down to the floor. Good, nice and easy. Inhale, halfway lift. Right leg goes all the way back. Right knee comes to the floor. Asana. Inhale, the arms come up. The gaze goes up. Pause. Take an extra breath here. Feel like you're getting taller. Press to the top of the right foot. And then twister prayer pose. Right elbow outside mid left thigh. Take another inhale here. And an exhale. Begin to turn the right toes in. Lift the right knee up. Coming into a revolve lunge. And then another big turn here. Right heel comes down. Right hand over the right ankle. Warrior two. Good. Peaceful warrior two. Reach the left hand back. Feel a nice deep stretch through the left ribs and fill up the whole body with air. Good. And then we're bringing the left hand down outside the foot. Right hand down. Step back, plank. Good. Hold in plank pose. Spread the fingers out. Send the shoulders back. Good. Bring the right knee down. Right leg up to the sky. Right foot in between your hands. Left knee down. Inhale, asana. Exhale, left elbow outside mid right thigh. Good. Try to get that left elbow maybe just 1 more inch more to the mid side of that leg. Good. And then with the next arrival of the breath, inhale. The exhale lifts the left knee up again. Turn a little bit deeper and stay here to kind of build strength through endurance here, holding this pose a little bit longer. And then we're going to open all the way back up into that warrior two. Left heel comes down, shoot the arms wide. Reverse sword, peaceful warrior two. We're going to come right into a right leg straight, reaching all the way down the left leg for a triangle pose. And then lift up through star pose. Both hands go out. Torso is in line over the hips. Reach forward. Right hand comes down to the right ankle or ground. Left arm goes up to the sky. Again, pause. Feel a nice stretch through the right inner thigh. And then bring the left hand down. Bend the right knee. Lift the left heel up. Lift up the right arm. Kind of like in a nice little lizard here. Yep. And then see if you can keep that hip in line with that front knee. Nice. Good, bring the right hand down, go back to plank. Hold plank pose, pull the bottom rib in, get your shoulders back. There you go. Okay, bring the left knee down, left leg up to the sky. Good. Good, bring the left foot in between your hands, lower the right knee down. Inhale, the arms meet at the top, your gaze goes up, big breath. Good, exhale, right elbow outside, mid left hip. And then again, bring that right elbow maybe another inch or two back towards the left hip to turn deeper. Lengthen through the spine, don't let the chin cock up, kind of keep the back of that gap between the neck and the mat, that same connection as you did when you were laying down when we started. With the exhale, the right toes tuck, the right knee comes up. Stay for an inhale and an exhale. One more, building that endurance again, that connection of the hips. And then another big turn, warrior two. Right heel comes down, arms extend out. Pressing through the inside of the left foot, the outside of the right. Good. And then a peaceful warrior two, reach it back. Keep that right arm kind of driving through the right back leg, straighten the left leg out, reaching back through straight leg triangle. Yeah. And then we're going to come right into forward triangle. Left hand reaches forward to the floor or ankle, right arm up. I want you to really pay attention to the ribs here. And then try to get both sides of your waist straight. Both sides of your waist straight to call the abdominals and the back to work hard here. Good. And then bend the left knee, bring the right hand down, right heel comes up. Good, with the left hip, even with the left knee, lengthen the spine again, but then reach the right heel back, lift the left arm up, turn into a lizard, and then send the right shoulder kind of behind the right earlobe. And just feel how that connection, and almost see the image in your head. Left hand comes down, plank. Good, right knee comes down, taking a break. Good, right leg goes up, right foot goes in between your hands. Left foot comes in between your hands, lengthen. Big exhale and fold. Good, see, feel better already. Just a little movement is what we need. An inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, pause at the heart. Soften through the shoulders. Come into the present moment of your breath and in your body. Open the eyes if they're closed. Look up to the thumbs. Feel them connect. Exhale, right back down to the floor. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, step back, plank, and hold. Hold here, building that stamina again. Lower the left knee down. Lift the left leg up to the sky, and then step the left foot forward between your hands. Big giant step with the right foot. Forward fold. Getting that nose maybe now even with the knees or maybe even below the knees. And then inhale, hands come up, look at the top, pause at the heart. Inhale, feel those hips connecting towards one another in the front, look up. All the way back down, we go to the floor. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Stepping back now, long lunge with the left foot. Right foot stays forward. Good, we're gonna keep that knee up this time, squeeze the thighs together. Don't feel like your ribs are kind of pouring open here. You still wanna not spill the water, if you will, in your pelvic. And we're gonna come up into a high crescent lunge this time. Hands come up. Keep the arms forward if you can of the ears. We do this, and then it's like our lower back takes a beating. So instead, kind of support everything in the body. And then we're going for that twisted prayer position again. Left elbow outside right hip. And then bring that left elbow even lower, or not really lower, but deeper towards the right glute. Yeah, good. Pushing the thumbs to the middle of that heart, left heel reaches back. Staying here for an extra inhale. An extra exhale. One more inhale. And then that big open arm turn, warrior two. Peaceful warrior, reach it back. Right leg goes straight. Extend the right hand ahead of the right toes. Maybe pick up the right toe this time into triangle pose. If that still has a little bit more space in your body and you can go deeper, right hand flat outside right leg. Left arm goes up. Press the right hip towards the left heel. Send the left shoulder back behind the left earlobe. Take one more grounded inhale. And then bend the right knee, exhale, left hand comes down, left heel comes up, turn it open into the lizard. Good, okay, so we're gonna stay here for a moment. And then we're gonna make our way into a side plank, but different. So that left foot kind of stays in that same distance, but I want the right foot to kind of take a foot step back towards the left, spin all toes to the right. There you go, yeah. And then reach the right hand over your ear. Lift the hips higher, and then tap the floor in front of your mat with the right fingertips. Make a nice big arch with the spine, and then bring the right hand back up and align the back again. Right fingertips reach for the front of the mat, and then right hand back up. Last one. Right hand touches forward, and then all the way back up. Excellent. Right hand comes down. Adjust the left hand to be even with the right hand. Press into the mat. Right leg back plank. Right knee down. Right leg up. Three-legged dog. Good job. Send the shoulders back. And then right foot between your hands. Left foot between your hands. Lengthen. And forward fold. You should feel some heat developed in the body. Mountain pose, hands over your head. Exhale to the heart and pause. Pause to feel your breath as you inhale, the arms all over your head, gaze up. And then finding the floor again, down. Inhale, lengthen, we lift. The right leg takes that giant step back to find this crescent lunge. Arms meet at the top, find your strength and your stillness. Good. Hips come down. Don't dump only into the right foot. Reactivate the right heel. Hands to the heart, twisted prayer. Right elbow, mid left hip. And again, you're going to work to get that right elbow a little closer to the left glute and taking a few extra rounds of breath. It's almost if you feel like you're twisting deeper, you can go deeper. It's almost feel like you can pull the left something over here, the organ over here, moving over to the left. It's kind of cool. Big open arm twist here, right heel down, warrior two. Yep. Reverse back with that warrior two, left arm over the head, right arm drives down the right thigh. Shin, left leg goes straight. Find a nice strong line here. So I was kind of dumping at first to bend the left elbow. Try to keep the left elbow straight, you guys. Good. And then both arms go up like a T. Reach the left hand forward to the left big toe, right arm goes up, triangle pose. Adjust your stance here in triangle pose if you need to shorten it or not. And then again, you're lengthening through the sides of the ribs. Take another inhale. And exhale, right hand comes down, right heel pops up, left knee bends. Left arm goes up, twisted lizard. Again, at the right shoulder behind the right earlobe. Okay, here's where we go. We're gonna step that left foot back about a foot distance. Spin the toes to the left, all 10 of them. Reach with the hips high. Fingertips touch the front of the mat. Good. And then come right into that side plank. And then 3 times you touch in the front of the mat. And then bring it down. One more. Good. Bring the left hand to be even with the right hand. Adjust both hands under the shoulders. Step the left leg back, plank. Left knee down. Left leg up to the sky. And then left foot forward between your hands. Right foot forward between your hands. We lengthen. Good. And then forward fold. Mountain pose, hands meet at the top. And then exhale, pause at the heart. Feel the pulse of your heart into the thumbs. Press the pinkies together. Ring, middle, index, and thumb. Feel the arches in your feet lift. Connect to your inner thighs. Inhale, lift the arms up again. Sink into chair pose, exhale. From chair pose, step it back with the left leg, crescent. Hands to the center of the heart. Twist left elbow outside mid right hip. Good. And then this time I want you to try to bring the left hand down to the floor, even if it's just fingertips. See what happens. And then bring the right hand up again. And then see if you can pick that left side of the body up and over the right hip, even if that means lowering the left knee down, that's okay. I want you to just turn, turn, turn. And then that right arm comes up. Good. Okay, we're just gonna see what happens here. I'm not expecting a miracle. We're not quite that warmed up yet. Right hand to the lower back. Reaching for the right inner thigh. Left hand goes underneath the thigh. And just see how far that bind is. Yeah, it's not time yet, don't worry. We're just looking to see how more open we can get, that's it. Big open warrior two, you guys, left heel down. Ask that right hip to work. Reverse warrior two. Right leg straight triangle. Reach forward, right hand to the big toe or outside the right leg. Adding on to open up the chest, left hand outside right foot, right arm up. Reverse triangle. Yeah, send the right hip towards the left side of your mat. Pull the belly in, get long through both sides of the waistline. We're gonna go all the way up to standing, facing this right direction, you guys. So press through the inner thighs, come all the way up through standing in this twisted triangle. Oh, yeah, it takes a lot. Pull the belly in and come right back down, left hand to the floor. Come right back up, standing twisted triangle, and right back down. One more, just go slow, finding balance. Good. Right hand down, triangle, left hand up. Right knee bends, left hand over the head, side angle. Left hand to the lower back. Right hand in front of the right thigh, and find that wrist. Right hand to the left wrist. Pull the left shoulder back and down. Stay here to build that endurance, that opening. And play with your inner thigh strength here. Don't just rely on the outer hips. Work on the left inner and right inner thigh. Good, coming right into lizard. Left hand down, left heel up, open up, right toe slight point to the right. Good, and now catch your breath again. You're good, Rose, we didn't move yet. Step the right foot back a little bit, spin the toes to the right. We're just going for one this time. Right fingertips to the front of the mat. Arch, and then lift it all the way back up. Chaturanga, right hand down, step it back. Up dog, cobra or sphinx, shoulders back, chin up. Yep, and then downward dog, pause and downward dog. Pause for 6 breaths to come into the body again. To get out of the mind. And just already noticing something that's shifted. The things in the background begin to blur as your focus comes internally. The things, the noises, the distractions go. And you find yourself centered even more. Good. With the next inhale, we're looking forward. Jump or step between your hands. Lengthen the spine and release it. Tailbone goes high. Good. Inhale, mountain pose. Hands meet over the head, please. And then again, you meet with the connection of the hands at the heart. Send the hips back slightly. Find that nice strong plumb line, that center of gravity. And then that gaze goes up while the hands reach for the ceiling. The heart lifts just slightly. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Big stride back with the right leg. Good. Squeeze the inner thighs together. And again, this is going to be just for kicks. Don't get too excited yet. We're going to come into, let's go through crescent first. And hands come up. Good. Hands to the heart. Pull the belly in. Lengthen through the ribs. Then twisted prayer, right elbow outside mid-thigh. And then bring it a little deeper back. So I want you to notice if your hips, when you start to bring that elbow outside the left hip, if they like to shift back. See if you can keep them shifting forward so the knee tracks right over the ankle. And then come through that prayer twist. And then see if you can open up the arms once you feel steady with your weight centered. Right hand to the floor. Left arm goes up. Okay. Now you're going to try to lift those ribs and upper back to the left a little bit more. Left hand goes to the lower back, reaching for the left inner thigh. Right hand goes underneath the thigh. And you try to see how far this bind is. I'm going to bring my knee down. Yay! And see if it connects. Take a few breaths and wherever you're at. And then we release the bind. Big warrior two opening. Right heel down. Feel that left hip open. Damn, I'm sweating. Good. Left hand goes back. Peaceful warrior two. Left leg goes straight. Reaching back, triangle. Good. Left hand comes forward. Get thin and strong through the waist. Left hand to the floor. Right arm goes up. Again, look to lengthen. Chin is in line with the spine. Good. We're going to bring the right hand down outside the left foot. All the way outside the left foot. Left hand stays on the floor until you feel like your hips are going back. So if you see my hips, see how I'm kind of like Cockeye to the left, zip them to the right. And that'll enable you to get that right hand even deeper connected to the floor. Left arm goes up, revolve. Good. We're gonna go all the way up, standing twist, you guys. Inner thighs active. Press through both feet, go really slow. Staying open, twist to the left. Right back down, right hand outside left foot. 2 more, all the way up. Keep the left hip going to the right. Last one. And then right back down, left hand to the floor, triangle pose, right hand goes up. Good. Take an inhale. Bend the left knee, right hand over the ear, side angle. Yep, and again, strive to reach, get the left ear off the shoulder. Feel your whole body working, especially the back side. Then get the right hand to the lower back and then find that wrist. Left hand in front of the left side. Right hand, get the hip low where you won't bind. There it is. Finds the left wrist. Open up. And if it's not the wrist, if it's the fingers, a strap, that's okay too. And then maybe you kind of gaze over the top of the right shoulder, maybe down to the ground, whatever feels good on your neck. We're going to stay here. I know, one more breath. And then left hand comes down, right hand comes down, right heel comes up, twisted lizard. Left hand rises. Press into the right hand. Bring the left foot to the left toes, right toes, everything faces left. 1 tap, left hand to the front, and then left arm goes up. Left hand down, plank. Adjust the hands, hold plank. Find your concentration, your center, everything at the pelvic floor pulling up. Left knee comes down. Left leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Left foot between your hands. Right foot between your hands, lengthen. And then forward fold. Mountain pose, you guys. Inhale, lift up. Same chair pose and release. Hold chair pose. Pull the belly in, broaden through the spine. Bring the hands to the heart. Make sure you can see your 10 toes in front. Hold. And then we're going to bring that left elbow outside that mid-right hip again. Try not to let your knees fall or collapse to one side or the other. Keep them even. Left elbow outside mid-right hip. Good, and then keep driving the hips back. Pull the hand to the heart, and then sink a little lower. Sink as low as you can go, and then come right back up into chair. Hands over your head. Mountain pose, hands by the sides, relax. Inhale, hands over your head. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, hands over your head. And then back into your chair. Bring your hands into the center. Right elbow outside mid-left hip. Get it really deep. We're trying to open up through the high back. Lower the hips as much as you can. Yep, and then lift right back up through the hips, arms over your head. Exhale, forward fold to the ground. Heel toe the feet nice and wide. I would say wider than your mat. And then bring the hands flat to the floor. If they can't get flat, bend your knees until they do. Bring the left hand in the center of the sternum, but on the ground. Bend the left knee just slightly. Lift the right arm all the way up to the ceiling. And then try to get a nice, strong line from the left chest, right chest, inner right wrist. Everything in that same line. Like you could draw a line from the top of the middle finger, and it wouldn't be crooked, all the way down through the left thumb. Stay here. Good. And then exhale, right hand comes down. Replace it where the left was. Bend the right knee. Big turn again, over to the left side this time. And then again, draw that line, connect the dots. Feel this mid-back opening up. Good, left hand comes down, both hands kind of under the chest. And then lower the hips into Malasana. Hips go low. Heels come in slightly, toes stay wide, hands to the center of the heart. And then I want you to send the shoulders back. When you press your hands together, send the shoulders backwards. Pull the tailbone, if anything, kind of, I want to say forward, and I'm going to. It works for me. Okay, feel this nice engagement of the hips, the inner thighs. Then bring the hands behind your head. Behind the head, squeeze the elbows together, pull the chin in. Tap the right knee with the right elbow. Look up at the left. Send the left elbow to the left knee. Look up to the right. It's hard. Yep, lift all the way back up, hands to the floor, legs straight. Good. Heel toe right back, feet hip distance apart, lengthen, and then forward fold. Probably your deepest forward fold you've had yet. Inhale up, mountain pose. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Close your eyes. Seek stillness with the feet beneath the hips. Send the shoulders back. Good. Once you feel the steadiness in the legs, I want you to open the eyes back up and lift the right arm over your head. Reach the right arm over your head and behind between the bones of your upper back. And take the left hand onto the right elbow and kind of guide it towards the center of your head. Take the left hand to your lower back and maybe find the top of the right or the bottom of the right fingers. Coming through a cow face or Gomukhasana arms. And then pull the ribs in. Send the head back. Take 3 long breaths here. And then release the bind. Hands come down by the hips. Roll the shoulders back and down. Close the eyes. Take 3 breaths. Flip the palms to face the front of your mat. And then bring the left arm up and over your head. Bring the left hand in between the scapula, between your head, or behind your shoulder blades. Left elbow's in the middle of the head, and gently press it down with the right hand. Make sure the ribs don't splay out. Stay connected with the inner thighs. Bring the right hand to your lower back. And a goal to one day, finding the bind of the fingers, press the left elbow into the middle of the left forearm. Pull the belly in, take 3 breaths. Release the bind, bring the hands down by the hips. Good. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, down to the floor. Inhale, we lengthen. Step back, plank posture. Spread the fingers, send the weight forward, send the shoulders back. Bring the right elbow, right knee down. Right leg up to the sky. And then right foot in between your hands. Okay, so we're gonna come through that posture again and see if we've gotten a little bit more gain. Bring the left, let's come through crescent first. That'll make it easier. Hands come up, hips go low, hands to the heart. Connect with that middle pelvic floor, elbow outside that right hip, nice and deep. Okay, and then we're gonna keep going. You know what, I want you guys to try, because I don't know if either of us had that bind on this side. Bring the left knee down, go ahead and let it go. And then work that left elbow a little bit closer to that right hip, and then bring the arms open. And then try to bring like that right deep inside of that left rib cage to rest on the right hip. Like really turn it in there. And it's almost like you're trying to get that shoulder outside the right hip. Then the right hand goes to that lower back, and then we try to bind here. So maybe get that right foot right underneath the right chest and keep working this side. And then you're looking behind you at the left heel to find this bind here. Good. It's hard. Good. Open up warrior 2, you guys. Left heel down. Reverse warrior 2. We're just going to go right into plank chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Okay, shift forward, plank. Left knee comes down. Left leg goes up, last side. Left foot in between the hands. Right foot in between the hands. Lengthen the spine and forward fold. Mountain pose, hands at the top. Hands at the heart. It's like sealing the envelope. Inhale, the arms come up again. And the envelope is our body. That's where we pour our stuff into, right? Lengthen again. Good, right leg goes back. Crescent lunge, hands over the head. And then here we go, twisted prayer to the left. Right elbow, mid-left hip. And then we're going right knee down if you want it on this side. And then work that bind. Work the ribs outside to the left. Keep setting the hip to the right. Right hand goes to the ground, left hand to the side of the right waist, and then you make your way up with the knee and continue to try to bind. Once you're in the bind, continue to rotate. Squeeze your inner thighs together. And then that big open release warrior two. Last chaturanga. Oh, not yet. Reverse peaceful warrior two, my bad. Then left hand down, right hand down. Last chaturanga. And downward dog. 6 breaths in downward dog. And then we're gonna make our way back onto child's pose. Not up, back, down, child's pose. Allow your knees after that 6th breath to either go wide or close together. It's completely up to you. And then land wherever it is that your chest wants to land and allow it to melt into the mat. And then once you get your chest to melt, your shoulders to relax, open your arms up wide like a V into child's pose. Arms wide like a V. The elbows are lifted off the ground. And then I want you to kind of rotate the elbows away from you. Feel that stretch of the shoulders towards the ears, and then let the elbows come right back down towards the ground. Come to the fingertips of both hands, and then inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin. Yep, exhale and release. Walk the hands about 4 inches closer to the shoulders, but still wide like a T. Press into the fingertips, inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest. Finding that nice big open upper back, forward fold. Last time, walk the hands kind of about, 8 inches in front of the knees. Elbows point up, lift the chin, lift the chest, open up the back. And then walk the hands all the way in front of you. Walk them forward, pull the knees under the hips and come to puppy pose. Arms are forward, hips are up, chest to the ground, chin to the ground. And come into Ujjayi breath for 6. Melt the chest just as you did in child's pose here. And then shift one leg back, the other leg back, coming flat onto the ground. I want you to bring both hands underneath the hips, kind of in your pocket. Right hand under the right hip, left under the left. Walk your legs together. And I want you to inhale, lift the chin, lift the shoulders, and lift the chest. Squeeze the elbows back. Yep, just like that. Upper back. You're gonna feel this pretty darn quick in your bra line area, right? Good. And then gentle release, one rib at a time, chest down, chin down. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing now, but we're gonna add the legs. So inhale, you lift up. Support the lower back with the hands here, and lift up the legs. Good. If your lower back isn't screaming at you, and you can release the arms behind you and underneath, go for it. Palms are up. Hold here, 6 breaths. And then bring the tops of the feet down. Hands under the shoulders, up dog, press, shoulders back. So take a peekaboo over the right shoulder, looking over to the back. Back up to center, chin goes up, and then a peekaboo over to the left shoulder. Coming back through center, up dog. Slowly lower down the top of the legs, the hips, yeah, the ribs, and then all the way back down. Open the arms up, either cactus, like elbows bent 90 degrees, or arms open like a T. Whichever one. And then you're just going to simply drag your right knee up to be even with the right hip. And then you're going to start with your head turned to the right, looking in the same direction of the knee. Right foot is down, left leg is straight. Just take a second to release the neck. And after a couple comfortable breaths, you're going to attempt to turn the head towards the left so that the right cheek is on the ground. Right cheek comes to the ground. You're going to kind of have to lift the neck and then turn. And then take a few comfortable breaths again. Go ahead and turn back to the center of your mat. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Push up just a little bit, and then bring the left forearm horizontal to the front of your mat. I want you to bend the left knee, the back one. Reach back with the right hand, and just gentle pull of that left heel towards the booty. You're just looking over the right shoulder, getting a nice release through the front of the left hip. Belly is kind of active here. Good. And then if you feel a little funky, you could go ahead and bind at the top of the right foot with the right hand. Turn your chest forward. Reach back with the left hand and come up into a half of a bow here. Shoulders back, chest is lifting. Knee is up. Good. And then release the knee down. Bring the right hand forward, left leg down. Swing the right leg back and in line. Press into the hands, tabletop, brief child's pose. And then right back into tabletop, lower down to the ground. Bring the hands up like a goalpost or out like a T. Bring the left knee out by the left hip. Turn your cheek to the left, bring the right cheekbone down. And then take a few comfortable breaths here to release the neck comfortably, neutrally. Tension melted completely away. After a few comfortable breaths, you're going to try to turn the neck to the right and rest the left cheekbone down to the mat. Good. Close your eyes. Allow the elbows, the shoulders, the chest to melt. Imagine you have gentle pressure being pushed on the top of your upper back. And exhale just like you would with that pressure on the top of your back. Surrender to the mat. Begin to turn your chin back to the center. Walk your hands under the shoulders. Gentle push up. And then bring the right forearm horizontal to the front of your mat. You're going to bend the right knee. Reach back with the left hand. And just give yourself a gentle pulling in. Be careful of the knee. You don't want the knee to start moving out. Right heel towards the glute just to stretch it out. And then again, if you're feeling funky, you can turn your gaze forward. Reach back with the right hand onto the foot and the ankle. Push the foot into the hands. Stretch, lift the knee. Belly tight. Release the right thigh down. Hands down, legs back to the back of the mat. Push back up tabletop. Cross your ankles and come to seated on your butt. We're going to send the legs out in front of us. Take a nice lengthened spine. Settle the shoulders right back down towards the hips. Bend the right knee, bring the right foot close to the, not close actually, about 2 fists distance between the left thigh and the right ankle. And then sit up tall. Okay, we're going to turn our bodies over to the left. Bring right hand outside left mid-thigh, left hand behind the left hip and just rotate. Rotate to lengthen up the mid-spine. And then bring the right hand towards the outside of the left foot and adjust the left hand so you can do so. Pull the right knee towards the right shoulder and just turn, look behind you. Again, you're trying to grab the outside of the left foot. And then if you're still okay, you're going to bring the left hand to the right inner thigh. Right inner thigh. If you're still okay here, feel how the right shoulder is on the inside of that right thigh. Keep it there, and then reach to find that left hand. Turning the chest completely to the left. My right hip is up. My right foot is pushing into the mat. My left leg is pushing into the mat. And then go ahead and reach forward with both hands to the left foot. Lengthen the spine. Yep. And then we're going to walk both hands over to the right. Right hand behind the right hip. Left hand outside the right knee. Or left arm, I should say, outside the right knee. Okay, you're going to keep creeping that left shoulder outside the right knee. So even if you need to kind of lift through the hips, keep going. And then you're going to start to almost feel like you're going to grab the left big toe, but keep that arm outside the right knee. So you may even get the big toe if you can reach it. Just to really turn that left chest outside the hip. And then once you've got that, right hand releases and you bind on the inside of the right thigh. Inside of the right thigh. You have to really, it's the mid, yeah, I know, Laura, it's a hard one. And your fingers, yeah, they're bound, I know. This is the only side I can do it on. The other side, no, not even close. Good, release. Both hands to the floor, right leg goes out. Okay, support your spine, bring your hands by your hips, reset. Feel the back of the legs pressing in. The toes to the shin, shoulders down, release tension. Ground through your sit bones. Okay, step the left foot 2 fist distance from the right inner thigh. Good. Okay, we're gonna bring the right hand outside the right hip, left hand outside the right thigh. Turn. Press the left foot into the ground to lengthen the spine. Press the right leg into the ground. Turn behind you. And then begin to walk the right hand closer to the right hip. Left hand grabs the outside of the right pinky side of the foot. Yep. And then feel how that left elbow, or sorry, left shoulder and left inner knee connect. Yeah. And kind of keep going as close as you can forward. Then once you have that, your right hand reaches for the left outside hip. The left arm swings back to bind at that hand or wrist. Yep, kind of keep inching forward, Laura. So forward fold, but kind of send your shoulders to the hips as you pull your chest forward. That's better, yeah, good. And then release the bind. Come back to aligning the hips, aligning the chest and the shoulders. Last twist. Okay, we're gonna bring both hands outside of the left hip. You're gonna bring that right shoulder as close to the outside of the left knee as possible. Maybe attempting to grab the right big toe. See what happens. Left hand goes behind you and kind of use that to inch your way to turn backwards. Press into the left foot and then see if you can bind on this side. So you're making yourself really compact. And then eventually your right chest will be completely outside the left thigh and your left hip will be on the floor. Go ahead and release that bind. Left leg out. Shake out the knees. You like the dragon breath? Bend the knees. Walk your hips forward. Hold on to the back of your thighs and just gently walk yourself down. Palms flip back up to the ceiling. Let's give our inner thighs a break. Let the knees just fall out wide wherever the feet are. Just let them relax. Let the natural curvature of the lower back be present. As you come and return to your breath, nice easy breath in, nice easy breath out. So notice as we came through that most challenging posture, which was that side angle bind with the knee up. We attempted it the first time. It was a little difficult, a lot difficult. And then you just kind of prep and prime the body a little bit more. And it's not that neither of you or any of us didn't try the second time. We just knew what it was. It wasn't as scary, right? So the first time you kind of come into something you haven't done in a while, it's a little hesitation, a little resistance. And then the body softens and you just get a little closer. And that's just what the practice is. You get closer and closer to things that seem far away or impossible. When you're ready, extend the legs out in front of you. If you need a gentle twist, I'm sorry, I forgot to add that. Of course, bend your knees and let the knees go left and right. Yeah, I would suggest that after those deep turns. And you know what? I would even hug the knees in one time. Bring them into the chest. Just feel all the SI joint stretch out. Yeah. And you know what? We're going to do one more. Bring the hands to the top of your lap or the quads. Keep the legs up. The knees bent though. And do one push of the hands into the thighs to really feel that back stretch out. The core is engaged and you're just neutralizing the spine again. And then from there, you can kind of extend the legs out, arms out, Shavasana. And then you'll be ready. So I'm going to pick off right where we left off at the beginning of the class. where the whole body has been addressed. The rotation of consciousness has happened from the different sides of the body. So we're going to go real brief, touching the right foot, the right leg, right side, right arm, and right side of your face. Touching the left foot, left leg, left side, left arm, and left side of your face. And then neutralizing through the whole body. Feel the whole body onto the mat. The whole body relaxed onto the mat. The clothes of your body resting on your skin, feeling the flesh, the breath touching the flesh as you soften and relax completely into Shavasana. Then I'd like you to come back to your breath, counting backwards from 10 until you descend down to 0. Inhale at 10, exhale 10. Inhale 9, exhale 9, and so forth. If you get lost on your way, just start again at 10. And if you get to 0 before I've come back, start again at 10. And with your eyes closed now, soften at the breath, lose that concentration. And with the eyes closed, notice 5 things in the room or the space that you're practicing in. Just see them in your mind. Bringing your cognizance back. And then make a reference points between your body and those 5 things that surround you right now. And then see your whole body lying on the floor in the center of all of these things in this room. And how something just feels a little different now. In a good way, in a positive way, in a way full of potential. Feel how the body lays just a little flatter to the ground now. Feel how the back of the legs feel a little rested towards the ground. The lower back feels less tense. The shoulders are more soft. And the mind is more at ease. The whole room feels softer. With this softness, keep it inside in the center. And when you're ready, bring the knees into your chest. Gently roll to the right side. Pressing into the ground to lift all the way up to seated. Coming to the center in the finalization step of our practice. Hands at the heart or wherever you'd like to close your practice today. Recognizing the potential in all of us, each of us, the light within us. I wish you both health and everyone watching this. Peace. Namaste.